Hi everyone and welcome to today's tutorial for the Macrame Crown. We're jumping straight in with the supplies you need. 3.5mm single ply macrame cord, some dressmaking scissors, a pretty large source of cardboard, a dressmaker's tape, and a standard pair of scissors too. You're going to want to take your tape and you're going to want to have a mirror or something, tie it around, pinch it at approximately the right point. Take a look, it's 51-ish centimetres, or that's going to be 20 inches. And we're going to take our cardboard, a ruler, we're going to measure the length, mark it out with a pencil, chop away so that we end up with a length of cardboard that we can fix with a bit of sellotape to make a hoop. Next, we're gonna measure the lengths of our macrame cord. I'm gonna go for 6, so we just take the end, pull it out, and I'm gonna go for 90 centimetres, which is about there, which is also about 35 inches. I'm gonna cut one length. That's what I consider one length. We're gonna take that length and we're going to find the middle by matching the two ends together, getting ourselves to the loop. We're going to go over, under, and then pull the ends through. That's a lark's head knot. And from here on, we're going to be working this way around. So we're going to be tying our knots and we're practically going to do the project upside down. It's good to pay attention here and make sure that all of your lark's head knots are facing the right way. I've repeated that action for 6 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm just gonna push my cardboard down flat and I'm gonna secure it in place so that I can tie my first section of knots. I'm gonna leave these cords at the sides out of the way and I'm just gonna tie a square knot using these 4 cords here. That's loop in L shape, lift the tail over, force through the L. We want this quite close to the top, to the band of the hat. And then I'm reversing my actions, working in the opposite direction. Instructions for how to tie a square knot are available on my website in slowed down step-by-step format. I'm tying another square knot here next to it. And then I'm going to separate out the external cords and I'm going to tie another square knot here in the middle. Using my most outside cord, I'm going to tie diagonal double half hitch knots across here to the middle. So that's using this as my working cord and tying everything else into doubles. That's 1, 2. Moving on to the cords that I've already used for my square knots. 2. And then I'm going to stop when I get to the middle. I'm going to repeat the action again, but working in the opposite direction now. So using my most outwardly cord as my working cord. Mirroring my actions, holding upwards. When I get to the middle, I'm just going to choose a side. I'm going to use my more dominant side, so I'm going to work this cord over here twice, which will secure it. I've decided I'm going to make this crown shape segment a little bit wider actually, so I'm just going to add another set of cords on each side. And now I'm going to tie in the same process again, so taking my most outwardly cord I'm going to tie my diagonal double half hitches across. 1, 2. If you're struggling with the diagonal or double half hitch, then there are full instructions on my website, unitedknots.com. We're coming to the end of the knot instructions here, so we're going to be repeating this process all the way around the cardboard. Okay, I've now moved these in a little bit, and I'm going to cut these cords to save me any confusion, and we can I'm going to cut them pretty close. So that's one section using 8 cords finished. I've switched over into a time lapse here to show you guys me working my way through the rest of the project, repeating the steps I've just shown. So I measure and cut 8 lengths, and I'm placing them all onto the cardboard this time. And then I'm going to find the middle cords and tie 2 square knots, a single square knot below those, and then I'm going to take my next outward cords and tie the diagonal double half hitches to the middle on both sides, then take the further outside cords and repeat the process again. So that's 2 sections finished, and just so that you guys can see how I continue this process, I have actually moved into my lounge here so that I'm comfortable to work and watch the television, because it doesn't require any remembering or counting of knots here. So it's just another time lapse to show that I carry on with the process all the way around the cardboard hoop until there is no space left. For me, that was 7 pattern pieces put on in total. Once I've got my 7 rounds on, I'm starting to feel pretty pleased with myself and decide to try it on. Oh, here we go, here's the finished item. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and get an opportunity to make your own macrame crown. Please do consider visiting my website for more information on how to DIY your own macrame projects. That's www.unitedknots.com.